Hello friends. In this video we will talk about one of the most important events of the French Revolution. It is the storming of the Bastille. So let's get started. On July 14, 1789, the streets of Paris echoed with the footsteps of revolution. The people of France were hungry, tired, and angry. Bread was scarce, taxes were crushing, and the monarchy lived in luxury. Bastille, an old fortress prison in the heart of Paris, had become the symbol of tyranny. Inside, there weren't many prisoners, but to the people, the fortress represented fear and oppression. On that hot summer morning, thousands of Parisians gathered, demanding weapons and gunpowder stored inside the Bastille. The crowd grew restless, and soon, a battle began. 4 hours, gunfire and cannon blasts filled the air. Finally, the gates fell. The people of Paris stormed the Bastille, capturing it. The prison, once a symbol of royal power, now belonged to the people. That moment became the spark of the French Revolution. Across France, it sent a message. The age of kings and absolute power was ending, and the age of liberty and the people had begun. Even today, July 14th Bastille Day is celebrated as the National Day of France, marking the courage of those who dared to demand freedom. Now, why did the French people storm the Bastille? You see, for years, the French people had been under the rule of King Louis XVI. He had no idea how badly his people were suffering. While the poor were getting poorer and the rich were getting richer, he spent his time and money on fancy parties and celebrations. The king didn't care about the problems of his people. He didn't care that they were hungry, or that they had no jobs. He just wanted to have fun. Then came the terrible days of July. The people of Paris were so angry at the king and his government that they decided to do something about it. They marched on the Bastille, one of the most powerful symbols of the king's authority. They wanted to take control of the situation into their own hands. They wanted to be free from the king's rule. The Bastille was a large fortress made of high walls and towers. It had been used as a prison for many years, but it also contained a lot of weapons and ammunition. The people of Paris knew this, and they wanted to get those weapons for themselves. They hoped that, with them, they would be able to fight back against the king's soldiers and end his rule once and for all. But the governor of the Bastille would not give up the fortress without a fight. He ordered his soldiers to fire on the crowds. For hours, the people of Paris fought back, returning the gunfire. Finally, the fighting stopped, and when the smoke cleared, the people of Paris had won. They had taken control of the Bastille and its weapons. This victory was a turning point in the history of France. It marked the beginning of the end for King Louis XVI and the old order of things. From that day on, the people of France were no longer willing to be ruled by a king who didn't care about their problems. They had tasted freedom, and they never wanted to go back. As for the Bastille, it no longer stands in Paris today. It was torn down after the revolution, but its memory lives on in the hearts and minds of the French people. Every year, they celebrate Bastille Day to remember the courage of those who fought for their freedom. So what can we learn from the story of the Bastille? We can learn that even the most powerful rulers are not above the people. And no matter how difficult things may seem, people should never give up the fight for freedom. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and share. Also subscribe to our channel to never miss out on any updates. Thank you for watching.